the total number of cases in India has risen to 107.
And there are more than 190,000 cases.
Second death related to coronavirus.
With India recording its third COVID-19 death today, the need for stricter measures to contain the further spread of the deadly virus intensifies.
Hey guys, so I'm sure by now you've heard about the novel coronavirus that's been spreading and causing the COVID-19 disease. The bad news for us is that this was recently detected in India in parts of Bangalore and Hyderabad. The good news though is that there are 6 simple steps that you could follow to prevent the spread as well as reduce the chance of you contracting this disease. Tip number 1. Wash your hands properly. See, when you wash your hands, take at least 20 seconds doing the activity and targeting 3 main areas: the front of your hand, the back of your hand, and beneath your nails. Wash your hands multiple times a day with soap to make sure that you do not contract or spread the virus. Tip 2. Cough or sneeze in a contained manner. Basically, the virus can be transmitted via coughing or sneezing as it encloses itself in tiny droplets and lands on the exposed surfaces. These surfaces will now infect anyone who touches them. To prevent this, use your elbow to cover the spread of your cough or use a trusty handkerchief. Tip 3. Building upon the previous tip, you should also avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth with your bare hands. See, throughout the day, you'll come in contact with a variety of objects and you do not know which one of them contains the virus or not. Hence, always sanitize your hands repeatedly with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer and make sure that in no way you touch your eyes, nose or mouth. Tip number 4. Avoid large crowds. Throughout your day, you'll come in contact with a lot of people, and it's best that you try to minimize your chances of coming in contact with someone who has the infection. To do this, try to avoid going to large public gatherings such as concerts, exhibitions, etc. Tip number 5. Sanitize exposed surfaces. As I've already told you, the coronavirus spreads in form of small droplets which can land on a surface and potentially infect it. The virus can last anywhere from 7 to 9 hours, hence it's best that you manually clean it. We suggest that you get a surface sanitizer and clean it twice a day to ensure that the virus doesn't breed on those things and keeps you healthy. Tip number 6. If you're sick, use face masks. Right now, you don't need to wear face masks to prevent the spread of coronavirus to you. But if you're showing symptoms of flu such as cough, fever, and sneezing, then use a face mask to avoid spreading the disease to other people. Hope these tips were useful for you. Finally, I'd like to conclude that if you have the symptoms of coronavirus, such as a cough, respiratory problems, and a fever, make sure that you visit a doctor on priority. Do not pass this off as a common flu, as the symptoms are quite the same, but the effects are quite different. I would also like to tell you that there's a lot of media hype and buzz going around the coronavirus, and you shouldn't trust every source you see. Because of this, we're linking below some of the sources that we have used. This includes the World Health Organization, the Center for Disease Control, and renowned newspapers which will keep updating you about the situation of coronavirus and keep you informed.